Blood Red Shirt. In the world of assassins, this name means one thing: see him, and don't expect to walk away. And yet, the man known as Blood Red Shirt is standing in the company hallway, head down checking his watch. 6:17. He thinks if he leaves now, he should make it to his mother-in-law's place before 7 to pick up Miju for dinner. 7 bodies are sprawled out in front of him. He steps over them without breaking stride. Cha Si-hyuk has worked at the company for exactly 10 years. No one has broken his kill record. No one dares take on the solo missions he's completed. He is known as Korea's strongest assassin. Today, he handed in his resignation. The reason is simple. His wife is pregnant, due any day now, and he doesn't want his child to know what their father does. In the chairman's office, everyone exchanges uneasy glances. The tension razor sharp. Everyone waits for the chairman to speak. Chairman Lee Kwang-won simply waves his hand. Let him go. Cha Si-hyuk thinks that's the end of it. He's already making plans in his head. Go to his mother-in-law's tonight and finally give Miju the birthday gift he never got to give her last month. Cost him a good amount, a necklace. She'll love it. But the moment he steps out of the company, someone is waiting to block his path. He drops them with a single quick punch. Who sent you? The man gasps out the truth. The company has already marked him. Did he really think resigning meant he could walk out alive? Cha Si-hyuk is silent for 2 seconds. Then he turns and runs toward home. When he gets there, the door is open. Blood covers the floor. The orchid Miju loves is still on the windowsill. Sunlight streams in. It's blooming beautifully. Then he hears a voice inside, completely relaxed. One Eye is sitting in a chair in his home, smiling with amusement. I didn't even know you were having a kid. You'd betray the chairman over something so trivial. The man I knew wasn't the type to get tied down by baggage. And then, there's something even more interesting. Why don't you guess whether that bitch is dead or not? Whether the man known for slaughter cried, no one knows. But they saw it with their own eyes. He snapped One Eye's arm with one hand, seized the dagger, and began to kill. His way of killing isn't dramatic. His blade work is precise, quiet, like handling routine business. Those who rush him fall one by one. Not one of them has time to react. When the only one left breathing is One Eye, Cha Si-hyuk walks over. He's covered in blood, eyes red, exactly as the legends describe. One Eye still hasn't grasped what's coming. He's actually getting excited. Cha Si-hyuk says nothing. Blade after blade, he turns him into a pincushion. As the final blow lands, he simply closes his eyes. Calm. Miju. At the funeral home, he holds the phone to his ear and waits for the chairman to pick up. Keeping such a foolish subordinate was my mistake. Lee Kwang-won's voice is composed. I apologize to you. But no matter how foolish, they are still my family. I have no choice. I'll be sending killers after you. Cha Si-hyuk stares at his wife's photograph. His voice is flat as still water. You don't need to do that. Because I'll be coming myself. He hangs up, faces the wedding photo, and says, wait for me. Then he leaves that small home still thick with the smell of blood. He goes to find Lee Bong-won, the loser of the company's succession war, now pushed to the margins by his brother Lee Kwang-won, one leg broken, no different from being exiled. A crippled old man, with only a handful of men left. When they see Cha Si-hyuk, the long-haired man among them draws a blade and steps forward, grabbing him by the collar. I don't know why you're not at headquarters, but I can't believe you actually had the nerve to come here. At that moment, Lee Bong-won appears and puts a stop to the scene. You've stirred up quite the storm. My boys are rattled. Cut him some slack. He orders the long-haired man to make Cha Si-hyuk a cup of coffee, then speaks. Coming to find a retired old man like me at a time like this, what could you possibly need? You still have people inside headquarters. Cha Si-hyuk gets straight to it. Gather all of them. Get a car ready too. I'll kill Lee Kwang-won for you. The long-haired man is furious. What the hell are you saying? But Lee Bong-won takes his time. Looking at things now, isn't it a little late for that? The succession war ended long ago. You've seen it yourself. I was pushed out by Kwang-won and the Neville family. What I have now is no different from exile. What power do I have left? Besides, letting Kwang-won take you away seems like it might actually work in my favor. Idiot, Cha Si-hyuk says coldly. So you're still afraid of your brother? Afraid he'll take the other leg too? With his master insulted one time too many, the long-haired man can't hold back anymore. He grabs Cha Si-hyuk by the collar. I've had a problem with you from the start. Cha Si-hyuk doesn't bother with words. A blade drives into his back at lightning speed, followed by thrust after thrust, until the man goes completely still, and he presses his head down onto the table. Through it all, no one else moves. He looks at Lee Bong-won. You've tested me enough. I'll take care of your brother for you. Do you want in or not? After Cha Si-hyuk leaves behind a scene of blood and carnage, Lee Bong-won suddenly bursts into uncontrollable laughter. Gentlemen, the tide is finally starting to turn. The first day of the new season, he appears at the company entrance, covered in blood, expression calm. The guards freeze for a full 3 seconds before someone shouts the name, Blood Red Shirt. He's here! The entire company erupts into chaos. The captain in the white shirt is shaking as he alerts everyone to get ready. Cha Si-hyuk is here. Those of you who worked with him know exactly what that means. The elevator doors open, and the killers haven't even had time to move before they start hitting the floor. His speed in killing is like a gust of wind. On presence alone, he drives countless men stumbling backward. Those foolish enough to step forward are dealt with in one stroke. Clean. Swift. The survivors steel themselves and rally each other. There's only one of him. Everyone rush. Something rises in his eyes. Not anger, not excitement. More like, finally. Just moments ago, Group A, all 18 of them, including the triplet brothers closest to the chairman, all fell at his hands, taken down. The triplets were a hard fight. They worked in perfect sync, taking turns to pin him down, always targeting his blind spots. His side was cut open, a blade went into his thigh, blood flowing without stop, but he knew he couldn't drag it out, so he shattered their rhythm, trading wound for wound, and by the time only 2 brothers remained, the outcome was no longer in question. The moment the eldest fell, the second stared at him and wept, the tears of a man with nothing left to live for. He didn't look at those eyes. He has no interest in anything right now, only to keep moving up. An old colleague in the corridor stops him. Cha Si-hyuk, wake up. If you walk in there, you will die. He stops, thinks for a second. Oh, right, Man-su. His tone shifts entirely. I got the baby clothes you sent. Mi-ju loved them. Thank you. Quiet. Easy. Cha Si-hyuk steps into the elevator. The 12 branches, the company's finest blades, mobilize in full. 10 billion. Whoever kills Cha Si-hyuk takes it all. The lead branch member walks up, his voice carrying a note of regret. Captain Cha, you've taken this too far. How many people have to die before it's enough? Cha Si-hyuk looks down and thinks for a second. How much are you being paid? Whatever it is, it must be a pretty impressive sum. Then it's worth a try. The fight is brutal. A relentless rain of darts opens thin cuts across him, battle after battle, the wound in his leg cutting deeper. The 12 branches are not ordinary killers. A meteor hammer nearly lands flush, massive chains all but sealing off every angle, but he's still standing. The assassins exchange glances, their numbers dwindling, and something begins to appear in their eyes. The last thing they want to feel, fear. The 10 billion bounty, on this floor, at this moment, means absolutely nothing. Finally, he stands outside the chairman's office, bodies beneath his feet. Every person inside holds their breath. Cha Si-hyuk pushes the door open, his gaze cutting through the room full of terrified faces and landing directly on Lee Kwang-won. You didn't need to come out to greet me. His voice is level, like he's remarking on something completely ordinary. I said it yesterday. I'd be coming myself. My name is Cha Si-hyuk. My gaze drifts to the window, to the city I've worked in for 10 years. Mi-ju loved the night view here. She said once the baby was born, we'd come to see it together. Meanwhile, Lee Bong-won waits for the final outcome. Faced with this power struggle, he shows neither sorrow nor joy. Strange, he thinks. 9 years to gather the shattered fragments of his broken fangs and grind them sharp again. Thanks to Cha Si-hyuk, the plan he'd spent years preparing finally moved. And all that waiting ended by a single phone call. The emptiness makes him wonder, was he only ever waiting for the waiting to end? Win everything or lose everything? And yet his mood is surprisingly light. On my end, I step over familiar corpses into the chairman's office. The room goes rigid with shock. The lead killers scramble into defensive stances. Sir, give the order. Do we kill him now? At the height of the standoff, another body hits the entrance. No more pointless killing. Han Gang-san steps into view, Lee Bong-won's men at his back. Every killer outside has been eliminated. The numbers shift instantly in our favor. Even Man-su, who knows me better than most, is stunned. He actually did it. Lee Kwang-won read him wrong at the end, making an enemy of someone like that. Seeing how badly it's gone, Oh Nam-won, uncharacteristically, holds his men back. There's nothing left to fight for. Everyone, stay alive. With that, as if he'd planned this all along, he pulls out his phone and dials Lee Bong-won, then holds it out to Chairman Lee Kwang-won. Our president is on the line, take it. Lee Kwang-won's face shifts between shock and bitter disbelief. A familiar voice comes through. Little brother, it's been a while. Some years earlier, one afternoon, Lee Kwang-won gets word that a matter has been handled. His face lights up. After hanging up, he notices something rare on my face. Genuine happiness. You look unusually excited. Good news? My wife's birthday. I got her something. Had to work late, so I left it at the door. She just saw it. Says she loves it. Lee Kwang-won looks genuinely moved. After all this time, I didn't know you had this side to you. She must be something. She is. Just thinking of Mi-ju waiting at home fills my face with light. I'm in a good mood today too, but I can't do much for you. Clock out now. Go celebrate early. He tells the driver to pull over right there, then opens the car door for me himself. I watch the car pull away, mildly puzzled, but I call her anyway. Mi-ju, wanna grab dinner? The moment I step out, Lee Kwang-won's expression darkens. At the shipyard, islands and killers are assembled by the hundreds. Lee Kwang-won strides in like he owns the place. Murmurs ripple through a group of foreigners. The one the Neville family chose? Another lapdog. Inside, Lee Bong-won hangs suspended bound. Kwang-won, is that you? Big brother, it's been a while. No doubt now. Lee Bong-won's rage floods out. Do you have any idea what you've done? If father finds out, you're finished. Lee Kwang-won smiles. Father does love his firstborn. He'd be furious, that's for sure. But do you really think father is still alive? Lee Bong-won shatters. Impossible. You couldn't have done this alone. Who put you up to this? The Neville family chose Islands-on as their K-country branch. But you and father refused, so they came to me, offered me the chairman's seat. You're insane. You're handing the company to that family? I can't spend my whole life invisible to you. You've had your glory. All of it. Think of it as my turn. You've never known what it feels like to be overlooked. I'll make sure you carry that feeling for the rest of your life. You bastard. Without another word, he ignores his brother's pleas and orders the man beside him to take off one of his legs. Listening to his brother's screams from inside, Lee Kwang-won feels a satisfaction he has never known before. Under a blaze of lights, he laughs until his whole body shakes. Congratulations, Chairman! Years later, his brother's voice comes through the phone. You were right, Kwang-won. Think of it as your turn now. Enjoy every moment of it, you bastard. Bastard. 50 years, Lee Kwang-won says quietly. 50 years to get here. Do you know what this badge means? From the time he was small, he was always curious about it. What power could this small thing hold that father could never let it go? Father started as nothing, a small-time boss hired to collect debts. Men in finance who respected his methods threw their full weight behind the organization. That backing built them into Korea's foremost assassination enterprise. Naturally, Lee Kwang-won picked up a blade at 17. After that, he cut through everything and grew. Much later, when father's badge finally became his, he understood what it meant to be alive. Every step he had ever taken, all of it condensed inside this small badge. This badge is proof that I've crushed everyone beneath my feet, Lee Kwang-won declares. It is the embodiment of my recognition, my reward. Suddenly, a blinding flash of light bursts out, so fierce it forces even me to shield my eyes. Using the light as cover, Lee Kwang-won lunges at me with his blade. I twist aside and meet him head-on, blades flashing between us. Before long, thin, dense cuts begin to open across his body. He can't hold back a furious roar. You swore loyalty to me, and now you bite the hand that fed you, Cha Si-hyuk? But no matter how much he shouts, he's losing ground. My blade keeps driving toward him. The next instant, I lock his arm down, and his weapon flies from his grip. Just as I move in to finish him, a hidden blade slides out from his wrist. He fights back desperately, slashing at me. Our blades clash. I drive my knife into his chest, only to feel the resistance of a bulletproof vest. Lee Kwang-won, what's the point of struggling like this? No matter what you do, the outcome won't change. Give it up. Today is the day you die. I shift gears and sidestep his attacks with ease. One slash opens his chest, another cuts across his neck, and that's when he realizes, keep fighting, and he dies. If I hadn't been wearing that vest just now, he throws himself at me, desperate to push me back, but I fling him away like nothing. Every assassin in the room has already turned against him. He feels the walls closing in, the air thinning around him. He grabs Oh Nam-won by the arm. Whatever Lee Bong-won is paying you, I'll double it. No, 10 times. Someone like you could finish off that half-dead man easily, couldn't you? Oh Nam-won speaks slowly. My friend, you really haven't changed one bit. Deal with it yourself this time. Stop running to me every time. Then and now. There's no time to hesitate. I close in on him, hatred burning in every step. Why did you do it? You haven't forgotten my agreement with your father, have you? The deal was that I could walk away, no strings attached. I had no choice. He backs away in fear. After you left, what if you joined another company? Then me and my company would be finished. That's why I had One Eye kill you. And to play it safe, I told him to keep quiet. Did that bastard really tell you everything? One Eye has no mind of his own. He can't make a call like that alone, so it wasn't hard to figure out who was pulling the strings. Lee Kwang-won starts to beg. I was wrong. Everything I did was for the company. His vision is blurring from the blood loss, but he still has a gun hidden on him. Someone stop him. I'll pay $1 billion. No, $10 billion. No one can stop me. I walk toward him slowly. The only person who could have stopped me. Didn't you have him killed? Before I can finish, Lee Kwang-won suddenly yanks out a gun, but he never gets to pull the trigger. A blade has already found his throat. In his final moments, a flood of memories rushes through his mind. From childhood, he was always overshadowed by his brother's brilliance. No matter what he did, his father's love always tilted toward his brother. It was the same as he grew older, always the forgotten one, an outsider in his own family. And yet, only now, too late, does he finally understand. His father's shadow, the one that always seemed to be blocking him out, was actually shielding him all along. Only now does he see it. But the damage was done long ago. There is no changing the ending now. A while later, the surviving assassins in the building begin clearing away the bodies. The former chairman's corpse is handled without a shred of dignity. It's Oh Nam-won who can't stand the sight of it. He carries the body downstairs himself. Han Gang-san stops me. Cha Si-hyuk, we owe you. Thanks to you, we were able to execute the man who killed our former chairman. On behalf of everyone, thank you. But are you really okay? Killing Lee Kwang-won means the Neville family has lost their K-country branch. That's beyond what the elder can help us handle. They will come to collect the price. Man-Su sees me say nothing and helps me to my feet. You're a wreck, but it's finally over. This brutal battle sends shockwaves through every faction watching from the shadows. The company's supreme elder mourns that Lee Kwang-won lost his way, then turns to ask whether Jeonpil-jo, the former head of the guard unit, will return. Jeonpil-jo gives a faint smile. Things have come to this. The least I can do is look after Lee Bong-won. At this rate, the company Changju built is going to collapse. And elder, the Neville family will come. That's right, my mark can only hold them off once. So this time, they should be coming. Si-hyuk is going to have a rough road ahead. Elsewhere, the subsidiaries, under Island Sen Corporation, erupt into chaos after hearing the chairman is dead. What? Blood Red Shirt took over the company in a single day? Regardless, contact President Lee Bong-won first. We need to get on his good side now. At the St. Stone Hotel in London, Country Y, a clear, calm female voice drifts through the room. How interesting. The infamous K-Country assassin Blood Red Shirt and Islands End Corporation dismantling the Neville family's K-Country branch. Things are about to get turbulent again. And the one who just issued a challenge to the Neville family, it's our Si-hyuk of all people. The upper ranks of the Neville family are furious when they hear the news. Is the report accurate? Yes. It started when Lee Kwang-won killed Cha Si-hyuk's wife. It seems he had proposed eliminating Cha Si-hyuk before, but we didn't approve, so he acted acted on his own. In the end, he was just foolish enough to stir up this whole mess. Regardless, the Neville family's K-Country branch has been dismantled. We cannot let this stand. Call the hounds. Tell them they're going to meet an old friend. The scene cuts to Islands and Corporation headquarters. Several men kneel bare before Lee Bong-won, begging for forgiveness. Lee Bong-won's presence alone is enough to intimidate. You manipulated a Kwang-won who knew nothing. Handing over the entire company to the Neville family wasn't enough. You even took my father's life and one of my legs, and all you got in return was 3 badges? The men scramble to explain. We only made the decision that was best for the company. You know full well what happens to those who defy the Neville family. That's right, Bong-won. You need to commit to offering more than Lee Kwang-won ever did. Show the Neville family your loyalty. We have connections. We can help you. Lee Bong-won barely glances at them. That's not how this works. I've already given you time. You'd better start praying, because you won't have the chance for much longer. Can you really handle the consequences? The Neville family does not let grudges go easily. Lee Bong-won is unmoved. You know they've already taken everything from me. What exactly do I have left to lose? I'll be right here waiting for you, Neville. Meanwhile, the Neville family's hounds are inspected and assembled. They are ordered to stand before the upper ranks. A deep crimson door swings slowly open. The air inside is heavy with authority. A Neville family superior speaks. You've heard the news that Mark has been nullified. There is something you owe him. Your target is Cha Si-hyuk. 1 week later, International Airport K-Country. A hulking masked figure speaks. Everyone has received their assignment list. Before the captain arrives, in K-Country, within 1 week, eliminate every core figure who has challenged the Neville family, including Cha Si-hyuk. Leave no one alive. At Islands and Corporation headquarters, Jean Pil-jo and Lee Bong-won meet face to face. After catching up, the conversation turns to Oh Nam-won scouring the country for the retired 12 branches, but reassembling the team is proving anything but smooth. The former chairman's 12 branches were fiercely loyal, but 10 years have passed, and the road to revenge against the Neville family is long and grueling. In that time, each of them had already started building new lives. Whatever loyalty they once felt toward the old chairman has likely faded by now. Bridging that gap with a single conversation won't be easy. Their new 12 branches candidate list has only 4 names on it. The number draws a laugh. Ha! Cha Si-hyuk really tore this company apart, didn't he? Han Gang-san adds, Guman-su, Cha Si-hyuk's friend, his skills are on another level. He's so good that it's honestly baffling no one has noticed him until now. Jean Pil-jo isn't sold. Those dead fish eyes of his, you can tell right away he has zero interest in rank. I don't like him. The chairman sighs. This is no time to be picky, even for the smallest role. Gather everyone. We fight together. On another front, Mansu drops me off at home, worry written all over his face. The company's in chaos. Lee Bong-won has made up his mind this time. Feels like he's heading straight for war with the Neville family. What about you? What are you going to do? My face gives nothing away. I'm waiting, because waiting is the only way I can do anything at all. On the way back, Mansu's worry only deepens. He's waiting for the Neville family. I think he needs something, anything, just to keep himself going. Even with his revenge complete, the fact that he lost Miju will never change. A short while later, Mansu arrives home. His mother comes to greet him at the door. A strange noise from outside puts him on high alert. Mom, go to your room right now. Is someone out there? Someone's been knocking for a while, but they didn't answer when I called out, so I didn't open the door. The knocking comes again. Mansu breaks into a cold sweat. Mom, please, get in your room right now. Mansu! A voice finally calls out from beyond the door. Back at my place, I step out of the shower and head into the bedroom. Sitting in plain sight is a familiar emblem, the symbol of the Neville family. My eyes go wide. Just then, my phone rings. I flip over the emblem on the table. 3 words stare back at me. Watch out for dogs. A familiar voice sends a jolt through me. Long time no see, Cha Si-hyuk. Or should I be calling you Blood Red Shirt now? An upstanding man like you and no screen lock. Lucky for me, I reached you so quickly. How dull. Kamiya Shin, where are you? I keep my voice flat. He sounds amused. You still recognize my voice? Good, you can't forget us. As you can see, we're in K-Country now. You lived well these past 10 years under Glendale's protection. Ha, you even got married through all of this? There's no saving you. Well, since you've had such a happy life, now it's time for you to die. Without a moment's hesitation, I dial Chairman Lee Bong-won. You've already heard, the Neville hounds are on the move. Even without me saying it, you know what that means. Lee Bong-won stays calm. Looks like we're going after the same thing this time. What's the plan? They want me. As long as they can't pin down my location, they'll set a trap to draw me out. So I need a favor. There's a place someone needs to go in my place. Send your people there. Send your best. Han Gang-san and his team arrive at Mansu's door. Cha Si-hyuk sent us. He asked us to take you and your mother somewhere safe. We have to move right now. The hounds are already on their way here. Mom, put on your coat and come out. I'll explain everything later. Around the same time, company employee Kim Hyun-soo is seized and brutally beaten by Kamiya Shin. The concept of a salaried worker, truly fascinating. Kim Hyun-soo begs desperately, please spare me, I'll tell you everything I know. Kamiya Shin's eyes go cold. Did Cha Si-hyuk really never mention me? There's no way he forgot we were close. Ah, I see. So you're a liar. You remember, you're just pretending not to. Either way, you have to die. The world doesn't need liars, does it? Kim Hyun-soo trembles. I think he may have brought it up before. Kamiya Shin slams a palm into his face. Be specific. Did he actually mention it? Yes. Yes, he did. I'm sure I heard him say it. Is that so? Then tell me, what is my name? Kim Hyun-soo has no answer. All he can do is plead. Please, if you don't know, just say so. Why pretend? You really are a bad person. It's a shame, but I hate bad people. And with that, Kim Hyun-soo is strangled to death. Han Gang-san leads Mansu and the others in a desperate sprint through the rain. There's a car on standby nearby. Just make it there and we're safe. But figures suddenly block their path. Running away like a bunch of ants, aren't you? 2 heavy-set figures figure stepped forward, one towering, one squat. Hey old man, those joints are gonna give out. Stop running around for nothing. You're making me feel bad. It's Dio, the younger of the Bello brothers. How? Han Gang-san is stunned. They locked onto my position right from the start. Then the chairman's warning comes back to him. Leave Mansu to us. Watch yourself. These are not ordinary killers. Though things in K-country might work differently, the Neville family's fangs are sharp. If you can't find more backup, avoid a direct confrontation. With that in mind, Han Gang-san speaks up. Everyone, go. They knew our exact location. Someone has been watching us from a distance. Get moving before he closes in. Mansu hesitates. Han Gang-san cuts him off. Think about your mother. Left with no choice, Mansu hoists his mother onto his back and starts moving. I'll send help as fast as I can. Dio watches them go, furious. Oka, he's getting away. We have to take these guys out and go after him before he escapes. Oka doesn't move. Dio, it's Sunday. No fighting on Sundays. Dio is seething. What are you talking about? Do you know how much I paid to get that intel from Wenkai behind the vice captain's back? He's Cha Si-hyuk's friend. We need him as a hostage. Han Gang-san watches their bickering and thinks, for some reason the big one isn't making a move. According to the intel, Dio is the weakest among the hounds. I need to deal with him first. Behind him, several assassins refuse to leave. We stand with the chief. I won't stop you. Take out the small one first, then we bring down the big one together. The Bello brothers' argument seems to wrap up. Fine, I'll go, but if he gets away, you're paying me back. No time left. Do the world a favor and die already, you sorry little grunts. On another front, I keep my word and make my way to an abandoned room. You're here. It's really been a while, Si-hyuk. The speaker is Dewey-chan, one of the Houndstrike team members. Without another word, he sets his throwing darts spinning between his fingers. Then they come flying at me all at once. I twist and roll, dodging dart after dart. Dewey-chan charges in with his blade, slashing hard. In an instant, we're locked in close combat. He catches one of my arms. Hard to read you. If this is really everything you've got, then I'm going to kill you. Elsewhere, the fight between Han Gang-san and the squat Dio rages on. Dio has the edge but can't finish it, and he's furious. Damn it, they said the 12 branches were weak. Why won't he go down? Han Gang-san keeps taking cuts and can feel it. This opponent is a bad matchup for him. I thought a body like his would be a liability in a fight. I was wrong. He's terrifyingly quick. I can't keep up with him well enough to kick freely. This is so frustrating. I said there's no